Internet. The internet best characteristic the biggest network of computer network of Earth. The internet is globally system of interconnected computer network that use of standard internet protocol suite to serve the billions of users worldwide. It is a network of network that consists of billions of private, public, academic, business, and government network of local and global scope. There are link up broad array electronics, wireless, and optical network technology. Consists of millions of private, public, academic, business, and government network of local, global scope that are linked by broad area of electronics, wireless, optical network technology. The internet carry extremely range of information resource and service such as the interlink hypertext documents, www web, www, and the infrastructure to support the email. Most traditional communication media include the telephone, music, film, television are received and refined by internet, giving birth to the new service such as the voice over the internet protocol television, internet protocol television. Newspaper, book, and other print publishers are adapting to web website technology and the reshape into blog and the web feed. The internet has enabled to accelerate new form of human interaction through instant message, internet forum, and social network. Online shopping are boom both for major retail outlet and small artisan trade business to business and financial service on the internet affected supply chain across the entire industry. Terminology. Internet is a short form of technical term इंट्रा इंटरनेट वर्क. तो इंटरनेट का जो होता है इंट्रा वर्क शॉर्ट फॉर्म. The result of interconnecting computer network with special gateway or router. The internet is also open to the into the net. The the term the term the term internet, the World Wide Web are often used in the everyday speech without much distinction. However, the internet and the World Wide Web are not one and the same. Internet establishes global data communication system between computers. It constructs the web in one service communicated via the internet. It is a collection of interconnected documents and other resources linked by hyperlink and the URL. Internet Professor Leonard Renlock with the first ARPANET interface message Professor Ukla. The internet was not an idea of an individual. It is a visionary thought of the mind. Many genius first person who initiated this idea was known as Leonard. First person जी करते थे Leonard Kennock. He published the first paper in 31st 1961. तो से 31 में 1961 मसीह फास्ट पब्लिश करते ले. Information flow in large communication. He understand the concept that the individual phone line and modem for each person is very offensive. One could overcome this problem with the application of packet switching that allow the multiple user to connect using a single connection. He replaced the old circuit switching process with packet switching. The new concept referred to the transfer of information online and depending on the theory that is very important for the working. The Soviet Union launched the fast satellite Sputnik that promoted the US agency APRA. This was the term raised the JCR technology organized in 1962 link or applied the vision of genetic world. Like expressed in the computer program, he appointed the Lawrence robot to help him the internet ARPA. Lawrence led to the advanced research product Advanced Research Project Agency Network in 1967. Thus, he created the precursor, precursor that the lead to the development of internet. He was the first scientist to use the full potential of full circuit created by Neuer. Even today, you will find internet uses pocket switching as the primary method for transferring data. The fast network switch and piece of network equipment called IMP, Internet Message IMP, Internet Message Processor, was sent to UCLA in August 29, 1969. The most widely used form of communication today is email. First developed 1970 by email. Email was developed 1972 by Ray Tomlinson. The major contribution to the way one navigate and view the internet today was by Tim Berners-Lee. Internet today was Tim Berners-Lee in 1962 by developing the HTML. Tim Berners-Lee developed the HTML. Soon he introduced the World Wide Web (WWW) to publish on the August 1991. 1993 Internet faced a major boom and he became the accessible anywhere as the anytime by anyone today. Internet access is a service that provides access to global system of interconnected computer network known as the internet. Consumer use first become popular through dial-up connection in the 20th century. By the 21st century, most product or market using the term broadband. Type of connection: dial-up, broadband, DSL, bonded dial-up modem, integrated service digital network, Wi-Fi, cable modem, leach line, dial-up. This technology dial into the network through an existing phone line, creating a semi-permanent link to the internet, operating on a single channel. It monopolizes the phone line and is the slowest method of accessing the internet. Dial-up is dial-up is often the only form of internet access available in rural area. Dial-up जो अच्छी सेरा often used in the rural area, as it requires no infrastructure other than the already existing telephone network to connect the internet. Typically, dial-up connections do not exceed a speed of 56 kilobyte per second. 56 kilobyte per second. They are primarily made of 56 kilo modem broadband. This term include the broad range of technology, all which provide the high data rate access of internet. Broadband provide a continuous connection. There is no dial-up in process required and does not hog phone line. The standard broadband technology is most area ADSL and cable internet. Newer technology in use include the VDSL publishing optical fiber connection closer to the subscriber in both telephone and cable plan. Fiber optic communication, while only recently being used in fiber to premises and fiber to core scheme, has played a crucial role in the enabling broadband internet access by making transmission of information over larger distance much more cost effective than copper wire technology. DSL, digital subscriber line, provide a connection to the internet through the telephone network. Digital subscriber line, internet through the telephone network. Under the dial-up, DSL can operate using a single phone line without preventing normal use of telephone line for phone call. DSL uses the high frequency while the low audible frequency of the line are left free of regular telephone communication. These frequency bands are subsequently separated by physical filtering device added to the telephone. DSL originally stood for digital subscriber loop. In telecommunication market, the term digital subscriber line is widely understand the mean of asymmetric digital subscriber line. The most commonly installed technical variety of DSL digital subscriber line. The data throughout the consumer DSL service typically 256 kilobits second to 20 MB per second. DSL जिन अच्छे 256 kilobytes second to 20 megabits per second in the direction to consumer downstream depending the DSL technology line condition and service level implementation. In a DSL, the data throughput in the stream upstream direction in the direction to serve provider is lower. Hence, the destination of asymmetric service with a system symmetric digital subscriber line, the downstream and the upstream data rated are equal. Bonded dial-up modem to provide increased broad bandwidth over the dial-up. Multi-linking technology or modern bonding was developed. It required two phone line, two dial-up account and ISP and support for multi-linking and the cost of any line data charge would be double. This inverse multiplexing option was briefly popular with some high-end users before ISDN, DSL and other technology became available, and Diamond and other vendor created special modem with them. ISDN, Integrated Service Digital Network. Integrated Service Digital Network is a telephone data service. Standard was one of the oldest digital access method for consumer and business to connect the internet. A basic ISDN known as ISDN pre is ISDN line with two data bearer channel 64 kilobits per each. This can be bonded together 256 kilobit or more. This technology was been used for video conference applicable and broadband data transmission. Primary rate of ISDN known as ISDN pre is ISDN line with 23 TSO channel and total broadband of 1544 kilobits. ISDN 1 European standard line is ISDN line with 30 DSO channel. Total broadband 20 or 40 kilobits per second. It used peak in the late 1990 prior to the availability of DSL and cable modem technology. Wi-Fi is the standard method to connect a high-speed local area network via wireless transmission receiver. Wi-Fi is convenient for mobile internet user and can bring service to area where wiring would be costly. Wi-Fi service range is short and penetration through building wall is limited. Individual home and small business often have a Wi-Fi router for laptop phone which is connected to DSL or cable modem for connection to the larger internet. Cable modem. A cable modem transmits data via airway on the cable television infrastructure. Although cable have low interfere, comparatively high speed and allow television user the cost of bring service into area can be high. Data is transmission by coaxial cable. Data is transmitted coaxial cable of hybrid fiber coaxial cable. Cable internet system is typically operate whether the distance between the modem and the determinant system is 100 miles 160 km. Downstream the direction toward the user bit rate can be much as 40 Mbits per second for business connection and 100 Mbits per second for residential service in some country. Upstream traffic originates at the user range from 384 kilobits to more than 20 Mbits. One downstream channel can be handled 100 of cable modem. Lease line. A lease line is a telephone line that has been leased for private use. A lease line is a private line, telephone line that has been leased for private use. In some contexts, it is called the dedicated line. A leased line is usually contracted with switch line and dial-up line. Unlike the traditional PSTN line, it does not have a telephone number. Each side of the line is permanent. Leased line are dedicated line directly from the ISP. The speed available for the leased line रहुଛି 9.6 kbps to 2 mbps. The efficiency of leased line is connection is 2 to 2.5 times better than the dial-up access. The cost is more than the dial-up access. Internet. A means of connection a computer to any other computer anywhere in the world via dedicated router and server. When two computers are connected over the internet, they are send and receive all kind of information such as text, graphic, voice, radio, voice video, computer program. Router connection to or more logical subnet and perform the function of router and forward information. Modem. It is device that modulate analog carrier signal to encode digital information and demodulate carrier signal to decode information. A cable modem provides access to data signal sent over the cable telephone infrastructure. Modem are commonly used for facilitate internet access. ISP, Internet Service Provider. An internet service provider is an organization that provides access to the internet. Access ISP directly connects clean to the internet using copper, wireless or fiber optic connection. Hosting ISP leads server space for smaller business and other people. Transit ISP, Internet Service Providers large amount of broadband for connecting host ISP to access ISP. HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Hypertext Transfer Protocol, as the HTTP, is a communication protocol used for the transfer of information over the internet. A client makes the HTTP request using a web browser to which an HTTP responds to send the HTTP. Internet Protocol Suite. It is a set of communication protocols which are used for the internet. The Transmission Control Protocol, TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, and Internet Protocol were two pioneer protocols to the introduced in the Internet Protocol standard. The Internet Protocol Suite is composed of a set of layers, whether in each layer provides a service to the user. Upper layer in the set. The upper layer deals with the abstract data, while the lower layer protocol translates data into physical transmitted form. IP address. An Internet Protocol address, IP address, is a numerical label assigned to each device. Computer participate in computer network that uses Internet Protocol for communication. An IP address serves two principal functions: host of network interface identification and location addressing. Its role has been characteristic follow. A name indicate what we seek, and address indicate where it is. A router indicate how to get there. IP address is a binary that are usually stored in a text file, display in human readable notation. 172.6.16 254.1 IP4 or IP2000 IPv6. Domain name, DNS, domain name system. DNS means domain name system. Is called refer to the hierarchical naming system used for computer resource and service on the internet. It translates the computer host name to IP address. www. www World Wide, World Wide Web is a system of interlinking hypertext documents accessed by the internet. With a web browser, one can view web page that may contain text, image, via video and other multimedia and navigate between them via hyperlink. It is the collection of internet resources such as the FTP, Telnet, Usenet, hyperlink text, audio and video line, and remote site that can be accessed and searched by browser based on the standard of HTTP and TCP/IP URL. In computing a uniform resource locator or universal resource locator. Universal resource locator is a specific character string that constitute a refer to an internet resource. Website. A website, also written as website or simply site. It is a set of related web page containing include text, video, music, audio, image. A website is hosted at least one web server accessible via networks such as the internet or private local area network. Uniform resource locator URL, known as the uniform resource locator. All publicly accessible websites collectively constitute the www World Wide Web. A web page or web page is a document or the information resource that is suitable for world. A world web can be accessed through a web browser and display on a monitor or mobile service. This information is usually HTML or HTML format and may be provide navigation to other web page by hypertext link. Web page frequently subsume other resources such as the style sheet, script, image into other final resources. Web page may be retrieved from a local computer from a remote web server. The web server may restrict access only a private network, a corporate internet. It may publish page on the www. Web pages are requested and served from the web server using hypertext transfer protocol. Hypertext transfer protocol. Home page. The beginning page of any site is called the home page. It is usually the first page that link site to have. Hypertext. A computer hyperlink is a reference to data that the reader can directly follow. That is the follow automatic. A hyperlink point to the whole documents or specific element within a document. Hypertext is a text that hyperlink. A software system or viewing the create hypertext system and to create hyperlink is the hyperlink simply link. A user following hyperlink is said to be navigate and browse the hyperlink. A hyperlink has the anchor, which is the location within the documents. Hyperlink is the documents from which the hyperlink can be followed. The documents containing a hyperlink is known as the source documents. Hyperlinks containing source documents is a source document. Web browser. A web browser is a software application for retrieve, presenting and transferring information resource on the web www. The major web browser are Firefox, Google, Chrome, Internet, Opera, Safari. Search engine. A web server that collect data from other web server and put it into database like merchant. It provide link to page that contain the object to your search. With standard of web page and fire address every day and internet and the web are scarce the such a catalog like Google, Yahoo help. That even more important is the user mindset, how to approach the sifting through the billions of possible choice. Email. Electronic mail is the exchange of computer store message by telecommunication. Email can be distributed to list of people as well as the individual. However, you can also send text, data, files such as graphic, image, sound, instant message. Instant message or IM is a combination of chat and email. Although it's often considered a distraction of corporate message, IM can be instant message can be very useful communication tool for both business and social purpose. Social networking is a starting and maintaining the friendship communication through website. It is the modern digital form of socialization done through web page. User will choose one online service that specializes in the group wide communication and then gather their friend their exchange daily greetings regular message, although not the same as the face-to-face communication. Social networking is immensely popular because it is because easy, playful and quite motivate. Social network site can be general and focus on hobby interests. Download. Generally, to copy data from the remote computer internet to local computer is called download. In computer network, to download means to receive data to a local system from a remote system or initial such data transfer. Example of remote system from download might be perform include web server FTP. FTP server email serve as the system. A download can be means either any file that is for download that's the upload. Generally, to send data from a local computer to a remote computer internet is called upload. The inverse operation uploading can be remote to the sending of data from via local local system to internet system such as server to another client with the internet that the remote system should be store a copy of the data being transferred or the initiation of such process. Internet is the worldwide interconnected network of computers which use a common protocol to communicate with one another. Option number D. इंटरनेट रिक्वायर्ड इंटरनेट क्या चाहता है क्या उसको चाहिए कॉमन एग्री सेट टू रूल तो कम्युनिकेट बिटवीन कंप्यूटर विथ कंप्यूटर कनेक्टेड टू द इंटरनेट मस्ट बी यूनिक आईपी एड्रेस कोई यूनिक आईपी कम्युनिकेट करने के लिए एक आईपी एड्रेस चाहिए इंटरनेट यूजेस के पैकिंग स्विच इंटरनेट यूजेस पैकेट स्विचिंग इंटरनेट इज ऑल्सो सिंपली इज नॉट इंटरनेट को सिंपली क्या बुलाए थे नेट बुलाए थे व्हाट वाज द फर्स्ट नेटवर्क दैट द प्लान तो सेट अप सीड्स ऑफ इंटरनेट उसको बोलते हैं ARPANET ARPANET stand for Advanced Research Project Agency Network. The coding language used to create documents for use on the World Wide Web is HTML. HTML stand for number A. Hypertext Markup Language. Dash is the set of rule for exchange file, text, other media on the World Wide. HTTP. In Google, www.google.com, www stand for World Wide Web. Dash is the basic communication language or protocol of internet. The TCP/IP. TCP stand for TCP stand for Transmission Control Protocol. Transmission Control Protocol TCP stand dash to send or receive electronic mail. Dash to send or receive simple mail transfer protocol. Simple mail transfer protocol. Dash to send and receive electronic mail के लिए electronic mail. Dash to send and receive electronic mail. Simple mail transfer protocol. Dash to send and receive electronic mail. Simple mail transfer protocol. To transmit information on वर्ल्ड वाइड वेब. वर्ल्ड वाइड वेब को कौन ट्रांसफर करता है? HTTP. Which protocol help to transfer file between computer? तो इधर आंसर है file between computer FTP. Which of the following is related with the 192.92,155? So तो IP address ना, IP address. Dash contain the basic software you need in order to find, retrieve, view and send information over the internet. So number A, web browser. Generally, to copy data from a remote computer internet to a local computer is called download. Generally, copy data from remote internet local is called download. Generally, to send data from local computer to a remote computer internet is called download. Upload. Generally, send data from local computer to a remote computer network is called upload. Copy. Generally, to copy data, no, to send data. Send ile upload. Copy ile download. Dash is a web server collected data from others web server and put into database. It provide link to page and that contain the object of your search engine. Dash is the exchange of computer store message by telecommunication. Email. Dash is the exchange of computer store message by telecommunication के लिए email. A dash is a software application for retrieving, presenting and transferring information resource on the World Wide Web. Web browser. A web address is also called URL. Web browser URL. Web address is called URL. In which way a host on internet find another host? Purchase number C, IP address. Which of the following is not example of web browser? Avast. The Dash project allows access to the universal of online information using two simple user interface operation. Online www. www is a collection of link information residing on computer connection by internet. Which of the following would you find a link in connection? Which of the following you find a link in connection? A online discussion group that allows directly live communication is called. There is number B, chat group. The process of connecting the connecting to the internet account is called processing. A login question. Login. The most common method for gaining access internet is through most common method gaining access to provider or host computer. Smart card is microprocessor card. Smart card is microprocessor card. A World Wide Web connection contain web page residing many computer linked together using HTML. Residing in many computer linked together using HTML. A worldwide content web page. A worldwide content web page residing in many computer linked together using HTML. When a real-time telephone call between people is made over the internet using computer is called the question. 35 नंबर आंसर होचे डी इंटरनेट टेलीफोन. The process of trading goods over the internet is known as e-commerce. Mobile commerce is best described as buying and selling goods and service through wireless handheld. Buying and selling goods and service through wireless handheld service. A popular way to learn about computer without ever going to classroom is called e-learning. A popular way to learn about computer without ever going to classroom is called e-learning. HTML or XML are markup language. Are based on HTML. XML stand for extended marking link. Extended marking link. ISDN stand for Integrated Service Digital Network. ISDN stand for Integrated Service Digital Network. The internet is a system of interconnected network. Which of the following is an example of connectivity? Internet. Which of the following is term important to internet? Which of the following is a term pertaining to the internet? Keyboard. What is the secret code that restricted entry to some program? password. What is the secret code that ST can do to some program? An online discussion group that allow directly communicate is known as online discussion group. The question. Chat group. A program that is used to view website is called browser. The dash is also called the web contain billions of documents. Which contain billions of documents called the web page is one of the more popular service on the internet. Continency web. Which of the following is the communication protocol that set the standard used by every computer that access web page information? HTTP. The two basic part of URL are protocol and domain name. Protocol and domain name. Which of the following must be contained in a URL? HTTP. A protocol unique register domain name. Which of the following used by the web browser to connect the location of internet resource? Which of the following used by browser to connect the location of internet resource? URL 53 the URL location URL. For a browser to connect to other resource, the location or address of resource must be specified. These addresses are called URL. An educationalist institution would generally have following its domain name. EDU. Any cast address 1 to nearest association. Which of the following functions are not performed by server? Word processing. The process of computer receiving information from a server on the internet is known as. Process of computer receiving information from a server on the internet is known as downloading. The standard protocol of internet is TCP/IP. Which of the following term is associated with the internet email? Bookmark.